Okay, so what was it? It was like some sort of ornamental.
It was just a garden windmill, which you just push into your garden and for the wind to blow their sails around. You know.
Yeah. So was Hazel upset?
She was fine. She did tell us she got it from Amsterdam, and I knew then. I thought, because it was an accident, but she wasn't upset. She says to me, she says, "I'll give it a go of gluing it to try to fix it." And I think once she found she couldn't fix it, I think she found out then next port of call was whatever, get in touch with the office.
Okay.
Which I think the office went unbelievably the extra mile for it, unbelievable. And
yeah, go on, tell us then. Whose idea was it then for you to go to Amsterdam to find a replacement?
Well, obviously it was Paul, obviously the owner of Eastcoast. He got in touch with us and took us up to his office, and I said, "I'd like to go to Amsterdam." And I went, "I beg your pardon." He said, "I want you to go to Amsterdam and get this windmill so we can give Hazel it back." And it was phenomenal. It was fantastic. You know, to me, companies would have just said, "Right, give her the money and that was it." But no, not Paul. He took that further. He took that extra furlong and we went the full distance.
Okay, so you went across to Amsterdam then as a foot passenger on the ferry. But how did you know? You know, Amsterdam's a big place. How did you know where to go? How did you know exactly what to buy?
Hazel wrote all the address down and everything and tell her exactly where to go and get it. And away we went. And I did have to ask one person, and thankfully spoke English, and I found it quite easy. It made me and would have not been there, but everything was there, and I picked it up and we got it, and it was fantastic. It was lovely to have it.
So did you have the old, the old broken?
No,
one
all I had was a black and white picture of it.
Really?
And luckily, I could look at it and think, that's that colour and that's that colour. And the girl who I took with Lisa, she was great. She helped us 100%, and it was fantastic. It was great to have it. And once I had it, relief was unbelievable. Then I enjoyed me a little bit staying in Amsterdam.
But once you had it, presumably you were then terrified of touching it just in case you damaged it.
She wouldn't. The girl I had, she would not let me hold it. She says, "I'll carry this bag," and she kept it from us all the time. You know.
So you got in contact with Hazel then once you got back and took it back to her. She must have been surprised.
You know, when I got out the car, Hazel was stood there, and the first thing we did, we give each other a cuddle, and it was unbelievable. You know, when we're talking, you thought I knew her, yes, but I never knew this one before in my life, and it was great to give it back. It was fantastic to get back my car without that windmill and drive back. You know, it was fantastic. But like I said, the office and everything was fantastic. But I couldn't believe it how a company would do that. You know, for a €9 windmill. That's all it was.
Brilliant story. That's Kevin Gregg from Eastcoast Taxis.